Welcome back to GMT. Now, first of all, y'all need to vote. Vote for me. The one with the antlers. Don't forget. I know, I hear you over there, Aaron. Go to WFAA GMT. That's going to be on Instagram. We definitely need your votes. I need a couple. Bad. All right, but after you get your pajama party cozy, then slay the gingerbread house competition. Why not get crafty and start a new family tradition? That'll keep the kids busy. So, crafter Christy Robbins is here to show you how to make stockings to be hung by the chimney with care. Good morning, Christy.
Good morning.
You always bring it. You're the most creative person. Let's dive right into it. Okay. What is our first craft?
Okay, so the very first one is if you have like a special outfit that your child's worn this year, maybe in a Christmas photo, maybe on vacation, and you want to preserve that, but maybe not keep the shirt, we made a little stocking out of the shirt.
Oh, that is so cute. So if you have something that you know they've outgrown, but you don't want to give it away.
Right.
And you're able to make a memory like that.
And all I did was I took I made a pattern out of a stocking that I had. Okay. And then I cut out of the back of the shirt, so this poor little shirt is now backless. Okay. I found a little cute spot, cut it out. And then just to make it a little bit stiffer, if you take interfacing.
Interfacing.
Yes.
That is such a thing.
And an easy bond.
Okay.
And what it is it's like there's a rough side and you iron it on. Okay. And then you would peel it off. So then that keeps the fabric from being too stretchy. Okay. All right. And if you're not a sewer, you can use like a glue. Yeah. Like you could use a fabric glue, right? But if you do sew it, it would last longer. But I mean, go ahead. You could attach it. So it just makes it a little bit stiffer. But then you can attach like a photo of your child wearing it. And I even use the little collar area to make the tag. So,
you're so creative.
Yeah,
I
just a fun little thing. So you get to keep that forever.
Let's move on to this.
Okay, so this one is, I love these mid-century stockings. Gosh. Yes.
I have so much of this mid-century type decor in my home. That's really on trend right now.
Yes.
Absolutely
I love it.
adorable.
Yes, and so I collect those. And so if you wanted to make something like that, they sell this felt at the craft store. For 12 by 18, it's 99 cents. And so, or you could buy a red stocking, but you could, again, create your pattern, all right? And then if you take freezer paper.
Okay, first of all, did y'all know about freezer paper?
I don't know how to use it for the freezer, but I can use it for a craft.
I've never even heard of freezer paper.
So what you can do with this, there's a glossy side, and you could cut out a pattern, so you could cut a tree, or I just cut some stars out, all right? And so you're just going to take, I want you to iron this down. Okay. All right? Okay, I can do that. So just press it down.
Look how cute this iron is.
It's a little tiny iron.
It's a little tiny iron.
And you see, now you've got it stuck. Okay. And so then that way it's going to hold. All right. So then you just take a little bit of paint, and I just want you to dab where the star is.
A little dabble, do you?
Yep. All right. All right. And then once it dries, these are dried down here. Okay. Okay, so if you want to peel those up, okay. All right, then your stencil, the nice thing is underneath it, it holds it so firmly. So cute. Yeah, that it doesn't bleed underneath by using that freezer paper.
And then we can show you kind of the finished one over here.
Right, so there's a cute little one right there.
That is so
You make it as simple as or as complex as you want it to be.
I love it. You could even make one for Santa.
That's right.
You know what?
Yeah.
He fills all the stockings. He needs a stocking for crying out loud.
Stocking.
All right, now this is some fancy pants action going on over
so
here.
this one's just super simple. If you wanted to personalize the stocking, but you don't want to make the stocking, you can personalize the tag. So they sell all of these little guys. They're like 50% off the price that you see. This one right now is 60% off if you go to Hobby Lobby. All right, and all I did was I took some of these beads. The key is making sure that you have a big hole in the middle, or it's hard to string if you have some thin ones. Yes. So I used the string that it came with, and I strung those beads on right there. So simple.
You know, I also think about this would be a great thing to give as a gift as well. I don't know if the camera can see this. Yeah. You can wrap this around a wine bottle. Yeah. And that is a really precious festive gift. And to be able to personalize this, I can see this as great party favors too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a wonderful way to keep the kids busy as they're waiting for Santa. Hopefully they get sleepy so they'll get to bed, tuckled in pretty quick.
Yeah, get those stockings up.
These are such great ideas. One other quick question I wanted to go, since we were talking about these mid-century modern, this particular look. These are actually authentic. How are you finding these?
So I get these. I have 3 more in the front of the table, but I find these at antique stores, on Etsy, on eBay. I usually let myself get one a year. I have about a dozen of them. I love them. They come in all different patterns. They're really popular from the 40s to the 60s, but you can find them as early as the 20s. So
this is great.
I love them, and I love to collect the different patterns.
Well, I hope you and yours have a fantastic holiday.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for keeping it festive here. We appreciate it. Don't forget to vote again. Instagram, WFAA GMT. We got some more GMT to come. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back.